Hello all, welcome to another Tech Talk episode. Today, we are going to talk about an important or rather an interesting use case which many security experts ask from a SASE perspective. The use case is, how do you restrict access to end devices running on different operating systems? Well, Versa SASE solution does this pretty easily with the help of Secure Endpoints option. The Secure Endpoints option helps security administrators to control connectivity to Versa cloud gateways based on different types of operating systems like Windows, Ubuntu, Android, iOS, or even a Mac-based system. It can also control access to gateways based on different types of endpoint protection softwares installed on an end device. Some of the benefits an enterprise gets while enabling secure endpoints on secure access policies are 1. Granular adoption of zero trust network access. 2. Reduce attack surface by denying access to rogue client devices running on unauthorized OS like Kali Linux. 3. Guarantee uniform security posture across all gateways while accessing applications and resources. 4. Prevent access to resources based on individual OS or endpoint protection combinations to prevent data leakage.
In this demo, we'll see how to configure secure endpoints based on different operating systems using secure access policies in Versa's Concerto portal. For the demonstration, we are going to allow access to the gateways only if the connection comes from an authorized Windows device. If any of the authorized user tries connecting to the gateways using an Ubuntu or their mobile device running Android, the access should be denied. To achieve this, let's log into the Concerto portal. Once logged in, double-click on your tenant. Next, click on Configure. Under Secure Services Edge, select the Secure Client Access and then on Policy Rules. This would take us to the Secure Client Access Policy Rule page. So, to allow only Windows-based OS from an authorized user, click on Add to create a new rule. Click on the Add Send to Versa Cloud Gateway option to backhaul all enterprise and internet traffic via the gateways. Click on Next. Select the relevant gateways and gateway groups along with client address pool names and click on Next. Select the relevant Secure Client Access profile from the drop-down. Disable or enable the relevant client controls and click on Next. Skip the EIP agent profile, device status, and EIP configurations. For the Secure Endpoints option, enable the relevant endpoint protection softwares that the end device must have while connecting to the gateway. For this demo, we have enabled all endpoint protection softwares. Next, click on Customize option for the operating systems. Remove macOS, Ubuntu, and mobile and enable only the Windows operating system. Remove the unwanted OS version to be denied for evaluation. In this use case, I have removed Windows Vista, XP, and server-based OS. Proceed with the next configuration. In the Users and Groups tab, select the appropriate users from the drop-down and select the relevant users to which the policy should apply and click on Next. Skip the geolocation and IP address evaluation. Fill in the rule name as Secure Endpoints Windows Allow. Review the configuration and click on Save. Place the rule at the top for evaluation. Once the first rule is created, the next step is to create a secure policy rule that would deny connections from both Ubuntu and Android-based devices even when the users are valid. To create a rule, click on Add button. Next, click on the Deny option to restrict access. Fill in the display message that needs to be shown on the VSA client when a user connects from an Ubuntu or an Android device. Click on Next. Skip the EIP agent profile, device status, and EIP sections and proceed to the Secure Endpoint section to select the required operating systems as the match condition. Click on Customize under Endpoint Protection Platforms and remove all software definitions, as it is not required for our use case. Then, under Operating Systems, click on Customize. Remove Windows and Mac OS from the selection. Select only the Ubuntu and mobile device operating system. Select the required or sub-operating systems for which the access needs to be denied. If the requirement is to block all Ubuntu flavor operating systems, select all the OS that are available under the drop-down. A similar approach can be followed for mobile platforms as well. But as per our requirement, we have selected both Ubuntu and Android platforms for restriction. Click on Next. Select the appropriate users for which the policy should apply by clicking on the Customize button selection. Click on Next and skip the geolocation and IP address match criteria. Finally, fill in the rule name, review the configuration, and click on Save. Place the rule at the first or below the previous rule for evaluation. As we can see now, we have both of our secure policy rules in action to allow or deny access based on the required operating systems. Click on Publish to push the configuration to the respective gateways. Wait until the status is completed before we validate the access from different operating systems. Now, we have three different types of operating systems. The one on the left is a Windows device, followed by Ubuntu device and an Android device at the right. All three devices are installed with the VSA SASE client. We'll be using the same user credentials to log in, register and connect to the gateway. Let's see what happens. As we can see, only the Windows OS successfully registered and connected to the nearest Versa Secure Web Gateway for access. However, both Ubuntu and Android device will fail to register itself to the gateway. This can be confirmed from the display message that appears on the VSA client, which is in line with the secure policy rule we had to deny access for Ubuntu and Android. To conclude, Secure Endpoints option is one of the many features that would help enterprises to achieve their zero trust network access strategy and reduce attack surface. Hope this video has been informational and we would catch up in another episode of Tech Talk in the following weeks.